I'm sure you are missing your regular star today. He's not available. So I'll start like him. So welcome, good morning, and welcome to all to the 298 meeting of Toastmaster or the Toastmaster Club. My name is Udit Rathod. I'm playing Sa today. Sorry, I'm just carried away with the name. So before starting the meeting, I would like to say something like we need to take care of something. Please, we have a washroom facility outside. Please stop. Please avoid when someone is speaking. And please avoid using someone is speaking. We have three ground rules. We don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. Please avoid this topic when you are on the stage. Now, I will like request you all please raise your right hand and repeat the question after me. We provide a supportive and a positive learning experience. Members are empowered. Develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now I would like to invite our exciting officer, TMoD. Please.
Good morning and namaste to everyone. Namaste. I'm very happy to see the beautiful faces and the well. After Diwali, we came together after I think 2-3 weeks. As we say, I think still we are in a Diwali in a vacation mood. So Diwali is a symbol of the victory of light over the darkness. So what I wish for all of you is may your light within you and the brightness within you fight with all the evils of your life and you come across with a bright future. And as Diwali is the symbol of prosperity, we worship goddess Lakshmi. So I wish all of you having a wonderful year with lots of prosperity, lots of good health, and lots of happiness. With this positive note, I declare meeting 298 as concluded. We have few guests today. I request guest Tosha. Tosha. Let's welcome guest Osha. Yes, Osha. I would like to you just share with us how you feel about, because you already attended the meeting, how you felt about the Toastmaster, how you came to know about us and your experience.
Hello everyone. My name is Osha. I'm a student currently pursuing my master's in psychology. I'm currently working on my research dissertation, and I've attended almost 3 meetings. This is my fourth one. So the second one was the competition part. I had to talk with Sakshi ma'am. That's how we came to know about Toastmasters. Also, Nikhil Vaishnav sir. So my experience has been really pleasant. It's a wonderful learning opportunity for all of us, and I'm looking forward to join that one. Thank you.
I request to all of you to please don't leave the stage without taking. Okay. We have another guest Krishna. May I request you to come over here and share your experience. We are attending meeting first time, right?
Good morning, everyone. I'm the Krishnan. This is my second meeting, and sorry, previous my first. Susi was my friend who suggested me to come. Today is not here because of his death, and it is really good because then I found a path where I can speak in the front of a person. And my first topic was Sachin Tendulkar. So, right, I did not speak at least 1 minute about. Actually, I have no idea about how to work and how much time you will speak. And cricket is today I have lots of work, but that's not a point. And actually, thank you for the group who made this and who made encourage to self-confidence and taking it good. Thank you.
I'm very happy to see Didi and Neha with us, and it's always pleasure to see you. I request you to come here and share few words. Thank you so much. Few words, she said.
Good morning, everyone.
No.
It's pleasant to be back at Vadodara Toastmasters Club, and I would be happy to state that I had taken a short break because I was on holidays, and I'm happy to be here than my home club. And as I say always, for guests it would be little irrelevant information. But as I say always, Vadodara Toastmasters Club is and will always be special to my heart because this is where I started this journey back in 2016. And I look forward to come more often. Thank you so much.
And because the Toastmaster meeting has a movie of 2 hours, and then Neha is a star of this movie. So you will be always be a star, and we are always happy to be here with us. Okay, moving forward with the meeting, we have a book of the week today, and TMoD is going to present the book. Let's welcome TMoD also.
Before I begin, I'm saying, have you guys ever heard of the town of Wellington? Where is it? Anyone?
Wellington is in Ooty.
The town of right? In the south. So the book that I'm presenting today is Wellington, the Iron Duke. The town gets the name from this gentleman. It's a book about the Britain's greatest ever soldier, a man that fought on it follows the journey as he travels and he fights on the plains of India in the Deccan. He defeated Tipu Sultan, and it was instrumental in British India. And after which he fought in the peninsula and went on to defeat Napoleon, which changed the course of history of Europe and the world overall. I cannot say much, but I enjoy history, and a friend recommended it to me. And I thought that you guys would. Yes.
Sorry.
I thought that you guys would enjoy it, and if you are interested in reading it, please, you can borrow it from me. There's no issue with that. Because Wellington was a great man after reading it, and there was no doubt in my mind that he was able to describe the Britain of his age like the proverbial Colossus that he was. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful review. And we related to subject, I mean related to reading, we have introduced a virtual library in the VTM club. But only me and DM Vatsal have shared the book we have. You can ask, we have mentioned the name of the book, author, and the person having that book. So you can request that person if you want to read that book, and you need to return that book within the 15 minutes. So that's the kind of initiative we have taken to encourage all of you for the reading. Moving towards with the meeting, we have a wonderful and musical theme today. So I'm sure we're going to enjoy that. I can see smiling on everyone's faces. So let's welcome one of the very energetic, enthusiastic TMoD of the day.
Thank you so much. Bad throat today. The topic is Indian classical music, not a very good sign. But yes, the topic is healing to Indian classical music. Dear Toastmasters, guests, very good morning to you. I could have greeted you in a different way as well, right? Good morning. little mundane. Or maybe good morning. Or maybe good morning. With each of this salutation, there is a difference in the voice, the tone, and this difference, this tone reflects my mood. When the third time I said good morning, definitely without even looking at my face, you would have noticed that I'm full of energy and enthusiasm to be a part of this meeting. Well, if we flip the argument on the other way, is also true. Like your voice reflects your mood, the voice can also have an impact on your mood. The sound can also have an impact on your mood. Moving further, the melodious sound, the artistic rhythmic sound can have an impact on your mood, not only your mood, but also your health as well. That is what is music. And the music, in my view, which has got the strength to heal and bring happiness, is Indian classical music. Okay, let me go a little further in terms of the fundamentals of Indian classical music. Though many of you may be aware about it, it's very basic, but I would like to bring these fundamentals at the center stage. There are three basic elements of Indian classical music, or for that matter, any music, Western classical or any other music. Sur, that is note. I call it as the soul, the existence, or the breath. Second is tal, nothing but the beat or your heartbeat. And lay, which is the pace at which or your sur and tal go along. So moving further, what exactly is the starting point for Indian classical music since ages? It's the sargam, right? Anybody aware about the sargam? Okay, I can see for a man already taught these 7 sur, which are the Shuddh swara or the Shuddh sur. We also have 5 more surs. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, ga, ni, or do, re, fa, so, mi, la, te. I am not too conversant with the Western connotations, but in addition to these 7 surs, there are 4 surs which can be played as half note, which are re, ga, dhani. We call it komal swaras in Hindi. There is 12th sur, which is the Tibra, which is ma. So this 12 surs, there are then 12 basic tals, 12 basic rhythms played at different pace, at different permutations and combinations by omitting one or the other sur. Let's say, I'll take an example. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa are the basic 7 surs plus sa repeated. If we omit ma and ni, we play sa, re, ga, pa, dha, sa, it becomes rag upali. So, with all these permutations and combinations, you can imagine n number of ragas, which will have different impact, create different mood, and take you into a different zone altogether. Now, how many of you believe that music has a therapeutic value? Many hands up. That means my job is easy. Okay, there are several ragas which has got positive impact. There are evidences where we have seen these ragas, if played with proper instructions in terms of whether instrument played or vocal played, has healed very acute illnesses. I have some examples. I would prefer to read it out that which raga has cured which kind of diseases, and we have the proof available for these results. Rag Darbari and Rag Saran. So these rag names are again with a different sort of a specific combination. Rag Darbari, Rag Saran is good for heart. Rag Malkons can treat blood pressure. Rag Bhairi, Rag Shodhini are good for sound sleep. It cures insomnia. Rag Khamar cures hyperacidity. And if you're feeling weakness in your body, you can always listen to Rag Jajavanti. Rag Shivranjani is good for Alzheimer's patients. Rag Nihar and Rag Madhuvanti have the prowess to pull you out of depression or any kind of mental illness. Okay, so how many of you genuinely believe that this is true? Okay. There are few hands not up, and I like that. If you do not agree to something logically, it is always good to put your foot down and ask why. Please take a note. I'll take your help as we move along, and we will try to relate that what is the reason behind why I am saying so that these ragas have an impact and they can heal your illness. Going forward with our meeting structure for today, we will have 3 sessions. First one is for the prepared speakers. There are 3 prepared speakers, TM Shikha, TM Kuldeep, and TM Jyoti. We have a tech team to support all meeting evaluations. The second session will be table topic session where you will be required to think on your feet and speak. Table topic master for this meeting will be Toastmaster Soumya. And moving further, we will have the learning, the general evaluation session, which will be hosted by Toastmaster Hitesh. Now, let's move forward. First, I would need a volunteer. If anybody can help me, there is a very small help that I'll require. Anybody whom I am inviting on the stage, I will definitely talk about his or her favorite song and also mention the reason why he or she is liking that song, which I have interacted with them earlier and taken from. But I will stress upon specific keywords, which I request the volunteer to come up and write it in front of the name of the person whom I am calling. Anybody willing to volunteer? Okay, Toastmaster Chintan, please. So, yeah, welcome. Thank you for helping me out. My handwritings are so bad. I was definitely requiring somebody to help me guys. So, let me introduce to you our tag team. There is a word in Indian classical music. There is a word called jugalbandi, where the maestros play hand in hand the same ragas one after the other and creates a great symphony or melody. So our tech team is going to do jugalbandi today, touching up the very important and specific aspects of public speaking, whether it is adhering to the timeline, or it is removing your filler words while speaking, or it is taking note of the correct grammar and punctuations. So our timer today is of course one of the youngest members, and her favorite song is Set the Fire to the Rain by Eden. The reason why she likes this song is that the bass of this song just transforms you into another world. Toastmaster Chintan, if you can please write the word transforms in front of the name of Toastmaster Rhea. Please welcome Toastmaster Rhea. I request Toastmaster Rhea to explain her role.
Good morning, everyone. I'm the guest as well. Today I am the timer.
And I, as a timer, it's my duty to time the evaluations, the formal speeches, and the table topics. As a timer, I will be alerting all the speakers at prescribed times. I will be giving them the green card, the yellow card, and the red card. For the prepared speeches, they are for 5 to 7 minutes. So at 5 minutes, I will be giving them the green card. At 6 minutes, I'll be showing them the yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll be giving them the red card. The evaluations are for 2 to 3 minutes. So at 2 minutes, I'll be showing the green card. At 2.5 minutes, I'll be showing the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll be showing them the red card. And the table topic speeches are for 1 to 2 minutes. So 1 minute, I'll be showing them the green card. At 1.5 minutes, I'll be showing them the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll be showing them the red card. And as Brian Chakey said, your creative source is your talent. So feel so good. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Rena, for this very clear instruction. Now, every speaker is clear about the timeline available with each one of them. The next Jugalbandi player, Aha County. His favorite song is Malare from a Tamil movie. And the reason is very interesting. Reason why he likes this song that it rekindles his childhood crush. Rekindle. The word is rekindles Toastmaster Kindle. Please welcome Toastmaster Janathan on the stage. Or not
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and here. Rekindles my childhood. I have got very old, so I thought let me remember my childhood. I think Vikram can identify that song. Everybody, every family will talk that song. Then- Today I will be playing the role of accounter, wherein I will be noting down the filler words and cut words which a speaker uses while he or she is on stage. As per me, these words come because of mainly two reasons. One is lack of proper preparation, another could be because of stage fear. The both of these two things can be overcome by creating more opportunities among peers so that over a period of time, the utterances of those are words and the filler words will be. During the meeting, I'll be also using those overused, will be listening to and noting down the overused words like but, well, so, you know, and filler words like if, I, this means. And at the end of the meeting, I will be presenting my report. Thank you.
The third member of the Jugalbandi team. He is our grammarian for today. And his favorite song is Gravity by Coldplay. The reason why he likes this song is that this song is very peaceful, melancholic. The song is with very good music, and he loves to listen to this song at the end of stressful day. Peaceful, stressful, maybe two words, Toastmaster Chintan, if you have got space, please there. Please welcome Toastmaster Vatsal. Peaceful and stressful and peaceful.
So greetings, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and all the guests who are joining for today's meeting. My name is Vatsal Khanna, and I'll be your grammarian for today. As a grammarian, it's my job to note down the conventional as well as the non-conventional usages of grammar. I'll be also noting down any outstanding words, quotes, phrases, or sayings that any speaker might be speaking while giving one of the speeches. As a grammarian, it's also my responsibility to introduce item to the word of the day as well as the phrase of the day. The word of the day is habit. It basically means feeling strain on account of the demands persistently made on someone. An example of usage of this would be traffic authorities try to ease the traffic for the harried commuters. the phrase of the day is pottering around. It basically means spending time in a pleasant and relaxed way, often doing small jobs in and around the house. An example would be on Sundays, Rohit is often found pottering around with his mom in her kitchen. So at the so I will be noting down all the usages of grammar, and at the end of the day, when called upon, I will be showing my grammarian report as well as the usages of word of the day and phrase of the day. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vatsal, for such rhythmic explanation of your role. Let's move forward with the part one of our meeting structure, that is prepared speeches. Before I call upon speaker one, let me request the evaluator for speaker one, his favorite song, Tune Abhi Dekha Nahi by Kishore Kumar from movie Do Aur Do Panch. Now, why he likes this song? Because of its fast-paced lyrics, and also this song reminds him of his childhood. So, fast-paced is the catchword here. Please welcome Toastmaster Ravi, evaluator for speaker one on the stage.
Good morning, Toastmasters and dear guests. My target speaker, Toastmaster Shikha, is delivering her speech from her past with motivational strategies. She is delivering her level 1 project 3 speech. The project purpose is introduction to vocal variety and body language. Timer, please note that her time limit is between 5 to 7 minutes. And the title of her speech is Where is my moon? So best of luck, Toastmaster Shikha. Over to TMoD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravi. Speaker one. Title is very catchy, of course, but before she comes here and speaks, let me tell you her favorite song. Her favorite song is Teri Hai Zami Tera Asman. And the reason why she likes this song, that it shows our surrenderness to the universe that we should have. So the word is surrenderness for Toastmaster Shikha. Toastmaster Shikha, please welcome her on stage. Where is my moon? Where is my moon, Toastmaster Shikha?
Thank you. We all have seen moon in the sky. Does anybody has his or her own moon? You? Do you have? You? Yes, me on. Good morning, everyone. Namaste. I'm here to present my speech. Where is my moon? I'm sure you all are trying to guess who is my moon. You are guessing maybe my husband or my siblings. But my younger son is my moon because his nickname is Moon. Story goes back to October 2011. We had recently shifted to Dubai. Many types of people were there in our building, like Egyptians, Britishers, Filipinos, Indians. But we didn't know anyone. That time Moon was only 4 years old. My building was too big with over 400 flats and a big shopping mall. One lady, Mrs. Mahajan, she was very helping. So one day she came to me and warned, you must be careful about your kids because building is too big and like a labyrinth. As soon as she said, I realized Moon is not at home. I called him, Moon, Moon, but Moon was nowhere. I started to panic. I went to the watchman and asked about him. He simply said he had not seen him. This sentence made me more worried. My elder one also worried. Then we started to searching for him on every floor.
And we knocked each and every door and asked, did you see any boy with specs? Everybody said no. After 1 hour, I was very depressed because that day my husband was in Abu Dhabi. Then I decided to call my husband's HR head. I called her, Priyanka, Moon is missing. She came immediately with many of my husband's colleagues. After seeing so many people, I was filled with new strength. Then we started our searching operation again. This time we divided all of us in groups of 4. We covered each and every single area of the building, like basement, parking, whole shopping mall and surroundings building. But after 2 hours, we didn't get any result. I lost all my hopes and burst into tears. Then Priyanka decided to call Yogesh, my husband. To my surprise, he was very calm and composed. He said, Shikha, don't worry. I think this is the phase of 1 or 2 hours. We will find him. Just have faith and keep praying. While immediately he left for Dubai. We all were tired. We sat down in the building corridor to think about next move. But I was having worse thought. Where was he? Was he kidnapped? Was he even alive? Even we were thinking about filing a police complaint. Suddenly, one apartment opened and Moon was coming with a great smile. Mama, I got a new friend. I hugged him tightly. People were asking so many questions to him. Why you went without asking? You should ask your mama. But I was very grateful that time. But at that moment, I realized how everyday counseling is important for kids and their safety. From that day onwards, I started strong counseling. Don't go anywhere when mama is not at home. Don't open the door for strangers. Don't play with anyone when I said no. Slowly, we were adjusted in Dubai. Time was going smooth until another shocking incident happened. It was 27th May 2014. There was an earthquake in Dubai. Moon was alone at home. Everybody was coming out the building. Watchmen, my neighbor, even my friend asked him to come out from the house. But he didn't. When I came and opened the door, he was under the heap of blankets. He shouted, Mama, everything was shaking. But I didn't go out of the house, as you told me. I was speechless and was thinking, my counseling had gone too far. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shikha, for the wonderful speech and sharing your personal experience. She talked about moon, and it immediately reminds me of the raga, which is very soothing rag. It remains my favorite rag Yaman Kalyan. If you really listen to it peacefully, it creates the images of moon in your mind, and you are very calm and singing when you listen to it. Moving further to our second prepared speech, but before that, I will call evaluator for speaker 2. Her favorite song is Zindagi Kaisi Hai Paheli Hai. I would have loved to sing this one, but I'm not too good a singer. The reason why she likes this song is that for her, life is always a puzzle, always a mystery, which is to be solved, but it is beyond our understanding. So understanding is the word, Toastmaster. If you can please help writing that. Please welcome the most seasoned Toastmaster of Baroda Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Geeta.
Thanks, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Hitesh. Namaskar and my soulful greetings, each one of you. Today, Toastmaster Kuldeep is my target speaker. He will present his speech on the project Persuasive Speech. His chosen path is Presentation Mastery. This is his Label 3 Project 1 speech. The purpose of this project for him is to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver a persuasive speech at a club meeting. Timer, please note, his allotted timings are 5 to 7 minutes. His speech title is Adventure of a Lifetime. All the best, Toastmaster Kuldeep. Present your speech in the most comfortable way as if you are pottering around here and there. All the best and thanks, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much. Well, before I call a speaker to Toastmaster Kundi, it reminds me of a very wonderful analogy which is there in music. Okay, Indian classical music is a part of overall music, which includes Western music as well. We heard some favorite songs which were English classic songs as well. But then when we talk about music, we talk about songs. There are Sufi songs, there are ghazals, there are melody coming from Hindi movies, English classics. So Toastmaster Kuldeep is one such Toastmaster who is into a different genre when it comes to giving his speech in terms of whether it is his pronunciation, his way of delivery. His favorite song is Bad Moon Rising, and the reason why he likes this song is that it reminds him to be cautious and not to take life too casually in a good sort of way. So reminds and good sort is the word which can be remembered from his reason for that song. Please welcome Toastmaster Kuldeep on the stage. Stage here.
Hello everyone. For the past week, I've been thinking what to say to you all today on the topic of persuasion. After a great deal of thought, I decided to simply persuade you with nothing more than some good old-fashioned motivation, which, mind you, is also open to interpretation. So here goes. A great many changes are always taking place in our lives in one form or the other. But one thing has always remained the same, and that is your task and your duty. You are required, each and every one of you, to ensure the welfare and betterment of yourselves, your families, and your country against all odds. What does that mean for you? It means that you shall have to do what it takes. And while you may not like it, you shall have to do it to improve your lot in life. And you shall have to fight, and fight to win in any damn endeavor you decide to undertake. If you lose, don't come home, for there's no room for the loser here. You would have disgraced yourselves, and in all likelihood, your families will not accept you. The people that you associate with in your social circles and daily lives won't even look at you. And even, dare I say, and even your life partner will despise you. As I look around today, I see friends, I see family, I see relations, and I even spy a few sweethearts. that are looking upon you with great trust and pride. As am I. As am I. Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, that you don't betray either their trust nor my pride. That being said, may the winds of fortune blow kindly upon you, wherever it is that you may go, and may good luck attend all your deeds, for you have many opportunities in the lifetime of great adventure ahead. I envy you. Thank you.
Well, third prepared speech. And before the third speaker comes on stage, the evaluator for speaker three. His favorite song is even my favorite song, Yu Hi Challa Chal Rahi, from the movie Swadesh. And the reason why he likes this song is that it sums up one's life journey beautifully. Toastmaster Chintan, please welcome. I will write the keyword here, you don't need to write. I'll be at least able to remember one, and if I am not able to remember, please help me reading out what I have written. Toastmaster Chintan, evaluator for third speed. Thank you.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Today, my target speaker, Toastmaster Jyoti, is going to attempt level 3, project 3 from the pathway motivational strategy. The project purpose is to focus on the positive, and the speech purpose is for the member to practice, to be aware about her thoughts as well as how she reacts and the overall impact it has on others. The title of the speech is We Fall to Rise Again. And with that note, I would like to wish all the very best to my target speaker, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chintan. Speaker 3, Toastmaster Jyoti. Her favorite song is Kya Mohabbat Hai. The reason why she likes this song is that it's a very romantic and soothing song. Soothing is the word, Toastmaster Jyoti. Please welcome Toastmaster Jyoti on the stage. Toastmaster Jyoti, we fall to rise again. We fall to rise again, Toastmaster Jyoti.
I thought romance would be the word. Thank you so much, TMoD. Thank you and namaste to all. Today my project is focus on positive, and that reminds me of one of the personal experience again I felt. Before that, I want to ask a question to all of you. How many of you know the meaning of career? Being a segment in your career, career segmentation. How many of you know the meaning of that? Those who are not, who didn't experience and who don't know about the meaning of that. Being stagnant in your career is having a lack of engagement in your work and feeling of lack of growth personally and professionally. And that's what I felt 4 months back. I'll tell you why and when it happened, how it happened. 3-4 months back, it was a time of appraisal. So it's a very important time of each and every employee. Mine later came and I found that I was underrated. Underrating was not the only thing. I was very upset with the rating, and the thing started there and there. But then I realized the more I communicated with my team, the more I communicated with my senior, the more I realized that problem is not only the underrating. Problem is I was being targeted, intentionally something were happening. Situation was so worse for me that whatever I was trying, everything was turning out negative for me. And I felt I stuck somewhere. Not only the stuck in, the thing is that I work for this company. I'm working in this company since last 15 years. So I started feeling undervalued, and that was affecting me very bad. And I want to clear one point. I'm not talking anything against my company because I love the company I work. Anything against my boss. Why I'm sharing this topic is I want to share how I felt and how I came up. That's the only reason I chose this topic. All the things was happened, I was living out of so much of negativity, so much of frustration, everything was negative. And I realized that was not affecting my professional life. It was affected my performance everywhere, even in the Toastmaster. It affected my health so badly. It affected my mental health well-being, my physical health and everything. And I'll tell you the exact incident when I realized what is happening with me. One day I am taking care of foreign remittance and foreign trade is one of the part of my activities I take care. So I had to make a one critical payment. There was a cut off and I uploaded a payment with all the accuracy and everything. And after that, it will go to the next level for the approval. What happened? I uploaded the payment, but payment could not get clear to the next level. And in the meeting, in front of everyone, my senior told me, without checking anything, that there must be some mistake from your side, that payment is not getting clear. And without giving a second thought, without even checking, without even realizing, I accepted in front of everybody that yes, there is some mistake from my side. And one of my colleagues was there in the meeting and he told me, Jyoti, this is not the correct way. You could not accept like this. You need to check. I'm sure you haven't done anything wrong. And that's where, only because he said, I checked into the process and I realized there was not a single mistake from my side. Mistake was there on the other side. And I felt so bad that no, nothing in this world is so big that it will affect your confidence like this. And you will just accept your anything, whatever shit is coming to you and you're accepting. That was my situation in that. I immediately stood up. I went to that place. I asked my boss to check his laptop. I asked him, check here, this is what the mistake is. This is why the is not processing. He was looking at me like this and he just checked. And yes, it was a mistake. He just did it and the payment was clear. And that time I realized that this is not going to work for me. I have to shoot for myself. And no matter how messing you are, you have to find positivity in the situation. But how would you find it? Finding positivity is just not, it doesn't mean that you ignore the situation. So I realized what I did is number one, acceptance. Accept the situation that yes, this is what happening with me. And the moment you accept the situation, the power of the influence of this situation will be zero. And that happened with me. Number two, realization. I realized the mistake I did in last 15 years, a mistake I did in my career, mistake I was doing in everything. And I started looking for the solution. Number three, and one of the most important thing is gratitude. I thank God at the same time that thank you God for giving me this problem. Because of this problem only, I started thinking in every way and I started looking towards a solution. I spoke to many people here for the job. I was searching for a job. I started looking for a job. I shared with my friends. I applied for interviews, multiple rejections were there. I was aware about my strengths and weaknesses. And the problem I identified would be the career stagnation, but it was not the only problem. Solution was broader than that. Solution was I decided I will make my rest of the life as my best of the life. I'll do everything in my best way and I'll go to enjoy the journey. That's what I decided. And the moment I changed my perspective of others also changed, situation changed. And still I am following that journey, but I'm much more confident. And I realized that whenever we fall to rise again. And I stood up, I fight with the situation. And I don't know what will happen with my career or anything, but I'm sure nobody's influence going to affect my confidence. That is what I said. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Wonderful speech indeed. Courage to fight back, courage to continue, and the attitude of gratitude. Thank you for highlighting such amazing qualities. Let's move on further. For the prepared speeches, it's time to see what's the timer's report. I request Toastmaster Ria to give the timer's report for prepared speeches. Please welcome Toastmaster Ria again on the stage.
TM Shikha has a time of 5 minutes and 45 seconds. TM Kuldeep has a time of 3 minutes and 12 seconds. And TM Jyoti has a time of 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Yeah, TM Shikha and TM Jyoti are qualified. TM Kuldeep.
Thank you, TM Ria. While I request the Sadhranam to launch the polls for best speaker, we are now moving to our next session. That is the table topic speaking, where it's really challenging to think on your feet and speak immediately. And that to speak in a structured manner. But let me take a minute to explain what it takes to structure an Indian classical music concert. So whenever you see any vocalist or any instrument player coming to the stage and playing for 2 hours, 3 hours at a stretch, what exactly it goes into his preparation? We talked about ragas and sur and tal. Any concert, whether it is vocal or instrumental, like our Toastmaster meeting, it is structured beginning with the ala, that is the key notes of that raga, and then it comes to the mukhya anga, which is nothing but the identification notes of that raga. If you listen to those notes, you can make out it. And then the renditions into different tastes, that is Vilambit, Madhyalaya, and Drut, which is nothing but at a slow pace, at a medium pace, and at a fast pace in the end. So we are coming to the next phase, next session, table topic session. Our table topic master has got again a very soothing personality, and his favorite song is song Iktara from movie Wake Up Sick. Why he likes this song? Because it is very meaningful, it is relatable, it incites him for self-introspection, and the vocals of this song create an emotional aura. So emotional aura is the word. Toastmaster, if you can please mention in front of Toastmaster Soumya. Please welcome Toastmaster Soumya, who will be our host for table topic session.
You TMoD for this beautiful introduction. So I'll be your table topic master for today. And since we are celebrating music today, I've prepared few questions relatable to music itself. And every speaker will have 30 seconds to think about the topic, and then he has to speak for around 1 to 2 minutes. Time of this, make note that speakers have to speak only for 1 to 2 minutes. So now I'll call upon my first speaker for today, and that will be TM Kavi. You can choose any number from 1 to 9, and you'll get your topic. 8. 8. Okay. So your topic is Hollywood movies don't have songs in them. So do you think the same concept should be applied in Bollywood also?
Actually, +1 on DM Hitesh. I'm having a bad throat too. But good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So, a very unpopular opinion I have is that I'm not really fond of Bollywood in general because of I have my own reasons. But yes, not that all movies are bad, and Bollywood does its own thing. And as the topic mentions that Hollywood movies tend to not have songs in them, or not many songs in them. So in one perspective, it is good as far as the plot of the movie is concerned, because not having songs in movies makes you stuck to the plot and the story. Because sometimes you see in Bollywood movies that songs in some places are just irrelevant. They just add songs to make the movie lengthier. But yes, at the same time, some movies, and especially Indian classical music, or some movies related to Indian classical movies, I like to mention a very beautiful series, which is Bandish Bandits. If anyone of you must have watched it, the whole series is related to Indian classical music, and the best part about that series is the songs of that series itself. If you see the series, you will come to. So yeah, if songs are used in the series or a movie in such a way, then it is good. Otherwise, Hollywood movies are also doing the correct thing by not adding many songs.
Here, Tia and Kabir, we share the same opinion, I guess. And we all are waiting for season 2 of One Piece Bandits as well. So now I'll call upon TMD. So you can see the number from 1 to 8, except 8, 1, 1. So which is your favorite musical instrument and why?
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. My favorite music instrument is flute. Somehow I do not know how to blow the flute, but what inspired me was in seventh standard, we had one science project with the musical instruments. I was asked to pick up any one of them and write about it. I made a chart paper, I drew. The main intention for me to choose was not only the sound, but it was an instrument which I could draw easily. I took up a scale, I just put one mark on the above, on the below, and there were 2, 3 holes in that. But then, not to be kidding, I realized that how beautiful is this flute. It's the instrument of Sri Krishna as well. I was mesmerized by the flute that one of my friend also played once. I've got a couple of YouTube videos as well in my mobile, which has got instrumental flute by Ilayaraja songs, the Tamil song, the Tamil musician. That's something that I felt flute is so therapeutic for me, aligning with the TMoD's theme. I'm sure that as friends, when we all are together as friends and relatives, I want these drums and all that stuff. But individually, if they want me, if I want peace, and anyway, I sleep 10 seconds after I close my eyes. There are some instances where I find difficulty in sleeping. At that time, I turn on to that YouTube downloaded video. And that puts me to sleep. I'm not sure when I go to sleep, because when I wake up, it's still going on and on. Anyway, what started as in seventh standard with just a drawing has ended up in a very nice therapeutic sound form. Thank you so much.
So much TM Vikram. For you, it's at the night. For me, it's at the morning. Once I saw this reel on Instagram where they were telling that if humans can play like this, then imagine how God is playing. So now I'll call upon guest Krishna for the next speaker. The number from 1 to 9, except for 1 and 8. Choose any number. 1. Except for 1 and 8. And 7, okay. Classical music or Western music, what excites you more?
Good morning, everyone. and we'll talk about my music, uh, personal things, and most of the time like playing music, classical music. I just few different songs like in a western music. So not sure I cannot spell with the help of this. So I can only say that Indian music is great. Give me the old strength and it is better for a yeah. And if we talk about to my favorite singer, this is Lata Mangeshkar, this was because I was when I actually my family is passionate about music. My grandfather is a good singer and harmonium player, and he sing the song about to holy song. I don't know. Here I did not do because I came here in previous this holy and I did not see any Viraha. But in UP and Bihar, there is a song. And my mother is also singer and this is also dancer. So I know how to music, but I only learn Indian music.
Thank you so much, Krishna. And now I'll call guest Kosha as our next speaker. Just give the number from 1 to 9, just for 1, 8, and 7.
Okay. Hi.
Has the music ever worked as medicine for you? And if yes, then when?
So, music has of course been a medicine for me. So, when all humans were going through COVID phase, I myself got COVID 2 times. And during the second phase, I was just lying in my room on bed, and I was wondering what to do since I was under quarantine. So, yeah, during that phase, it worked as medicine for me. Whenever I go for a walk, uh, I do aerobics and Zumba at home. At that point of time, music helped me to improve my mood. So, being a psychology student, I emphasize a lot on music, on arts. So, yes, of course, any form of art heals you and music heals me.
So much, Krishna. I think everyone agrees to that point and definitely gives up. So now I'll call DTM Neha. For
Did you say five? Nine.
9. One song that you have listened multiple times and still not over it.
Good morning, everyone. Unlike a lot of people here came and spoke about Bollywood music versus Hollywood movies and classical versus modern and everything. I quite relate to what Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Hitesh says, that music has been relatable to every one of us in the room. May it be any form, may it be any zone or classical or modern or whatever it may be. And I'm sure each one of us has some kind of music element within us that we kind tend to hear or listen whenever we get that time in our space. Agree?
Yes.
Yes. Same kind of thing applies to me, and my kind of music has always been either melodious, soothing, or classical. Because number one, when I'm in stress or a lot of things going around me at work, I just want to shut that off and listen to my kind of music, and that creates an emotional aura, as somebody said. That creates a lot of energy within us. it creates positivity, it creates a motivation to go further, and it also states that now is the time for me to move to one step differently from where I was. So music to me has always been that connect where I feel a lot of times in distress, a lot of times where I don't want myself to be. And that's the time when I switch to these days Spotify or Ghana or whatever app that you guys listen. And I have my kind of playlist. Usually, I don't have a particular song in mind, but usually I listen to Arijit Singh or Sonu Nigam. That is my kind of music. So I think that soothes me up and lightens my mood, and that's what makes my day a brighter. Thank you.
So what's the DTM Neha? We all know why you are DTM now. You speak so excellently. So now I'll call DM Ganya for next week. Okay. Music or dance, a better form that works for you.
Good morning. Perfect topic for a perfect person. Actually, no one can relate to this topic more than me. An Indian classical dancer and Indian classical music. And I feel a classical dancer can do more justice to classical music, as I say. And whenever, like classical music is the best thing in this whole world. Whenever I walk, I'm alone at home, pottering around. I listen to classical music, and it's the best way of healing. My headphones are on. My mom is shouting and doing something else, and she comes in, come help me, and I'm just like, that's it, that's My practice is constantly going on, and I am a Bharatanatyam dancer. Most of you don't know this. Uh, in Bharatanatyam, we do classical dance, okay? But when, as seniors, we also should know how to play the classical music on our hands, beats. We should know how to do that program, which is playing the katakali. Katakali is the instrument that we use while doing Bharatanatyam. There are a lot more instruments, but katakali is the main source. So I would like to share this part. There is one item called Alaripu. We do it in third year, and it goes like this. Tai, tayu, tam, kitatata, tai, tayu, tam, kitatata, tam. This. So it is like getting. It is very relatable to me, and it just feels nice to be a part of this kind of Indian culture with Indian music and as an Indian classical dancer. Thank you.
Thank you, dear Hiranya. Basically, I was expecting a similar answer that both have to go into hand and you can't compare one. So you got the right answer, which was in my mind as well. So now I was thinking that TMoD has all of us that what's our taste. So I'll call upon him as our next speaker so we can know what's his taste. I give you topic myself. Okay. If you would exchange your voice with one singer, whose voice would you like to pick and why?
Good morning again, Paradox Master, your guest. This one was very easy. If I want to replace or choose voice of one singer, it will be the voice of one. I am an ardent fan of his singing. Since Indian classical music is my passion, I must also mention that the songs which used to be composed maybe 20 years back had a little greater element of Indian classical music and the compositions of a particular song designed on the base of the mood as well as the raga related to the lyrics of that song. And to me, Muhammad Rafi is one such singer who has always done justice to any song he has taken. Let me take some examples. He has been a playback singer for Camille, the handsome guy, the lead role. He has been a playback singer for Johnny Booker, the comedian. And when you listen the person acting in front of you on the screen, and you listen to the song with his lip movement, you will feel that it is sung by him. That's the strength that Muhammad Rafi had. Again, when it comes to singing with different ranges in terms of several octaves or in terms of the genre in which he is singing, he will take from bass to medium to high pitch. His level was the highest in terms of taking pitch. It reminds me of his one song which he practiced for 1 month from the movie called Beju Bawra in Rag Malcolms, which was nothing wonderful than a great bhajan designed by three Muslims, music composed by Nushat Ali, written by Madhur Sultanpuri and sung by Muhammad Rafi. That's the prowess he had. He practiced for 1 month to sing this song, and I go down to him. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear Hitesh, for having usually you are Muhammad Rafi, but now I definitely get a song after so much of his praise. So I think it will be a tough one for voting. Now we'll call TMoD of the speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Soumya, for this wonderful jugalbandi. All the topics that he brought were related to the theme today, and I really thank you for that. Before we move forward, let us have the timer's report for the table topic session. Welcome, Toastmaster today.
All the tabletop speakers is qualified. TM Kabir was at 1 minute and 40 seconds. TM Vikram was at 2 minutes and 2 seconds. Guest Krishna was at 1 minute and 18 seconds. Guest Kosha was at 1 minute and 3 seconds. TTM Neha was at 1 minute and 32 seconds. TM Hirenia is at 1 minute and 44 seconds. And TM Hitesh is 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
Thank you, Toastmaster for the crisp report. Now, moving to our third session, it's time for learning. It's time for evaluation. But before we move there, the people who did not raise their hand and who were not logically convinced that music can heal, I would request all of them to look at the words that we have picked up from every person who came on the stage. I'll just read out for the benefit of all. Surrenderness, reminds, good sort of, soothing, transform, rekindles, peaceful, stressful, emotional aura, fast-paced, understanding, beautifully. Do you have a different opinion that these words are positive? Anybody is feeling that this is stressful is of course a negative word, but I recollect Muslim saying that he would like to listen to music on a stressful day, which will remove his stress. So I would request all of you to think once again, and as well nicely summed up by a few of the tabletop speakers, music definitely heals. Indian classical music heals systematically. Let me share one short story with you. We talk about music as the art form, as a science. We also talk it as a healing element. But how many of you actually agree that music can do magic as well? Okay. 6 hands. So there are quite a number of people who believe that music can't do magic. There is one story, I will not name the singer. It was in 17th or 18th century in the Darbar of Rani Rupmati, where this singer came, and with his music prowess, he actually delivered the raga rendition which bloomed the flower which was not bloom by singing, and the honeybee came out of that flower. The queen of that state again was an extraordinary singer. She sang back and delivered another raga. The honeybee came back into the flower, and the petals were again closed. So as the adage goes, this is a true story. But let's keep it at here. Let's see whether this magic can really happen or it won't happen. Let's move to our next session, which is evaluation and learning session. The general evaluator of our day. Again, he is a very soothing personality. Before calling him up on the stage, I would like to again narrate about his favorite song, which is Pyar Hua Ikrar Hua. And the reason behind this song, why he likes this song, is that it is about his life during any situation. So that's the kind of a personality that he is. And he listens to old song when he is in again good mood. Please welcome TM Yashraj, Mr. Dependable of Toastmasters Club.
So, guys, after a melodious theme and meeting, we are here with our third session, which is general evaluation session. So, I am a general evaluator for today, and I will be giving my evaluation in general, as my name suggests, for the meeting. And I also have many role players, gents, and evaluators who will evaluate the speakers. So, first, we would call the evaluators for the prepared speeches. So help me in welcoming our evaluator one, Toastmaster Ravi.
Good morning, everyone, once again. First of all, very much congratulations to Toastmaster Sika for completing his project. When she started speaking, one incident happened with me when she asked us a question that how many of you have your own moon? So my hand was like this, it was going up. Then I looked up everyone else, and those are married people and who had their child. So I kept my hand down, and I was going to talk about my wife, but that was the wrong. So on Toastmaster Sika's evaluation, we have two parts. One is the good things about her speech, and second one is the where she can improve on. You ask this question to everyone to interact with people, to get them engaged in your speech, and you got successful on that. You try to do justice to your project purpose, which is body language and vocal variety. So you tried your body language by raising your hands and walking around the stage, and you also try to do voice modulation, so which is a good part. Your eye contact was very good. So from Toastmaster Kintan to from Toastmaster Udit, your eye contact was there. Your title was related to your speech, and you did justice to your title. Like in speech, there was a phase where you are finding your moon, and your speech title was "Where is my moon?" You told your personal story, and we all was engaged to your story. So that is a positive point. You were scripted at the data of the speech, and you mentioned the exact date of the earthquake happened in the Dubai. So that all the data were helped us to engage in your story. So the part of improvement is the structure of the speech was missing. You had a nice start, you had body, but you are missing on the conclusion. So you just ended your speech while telling. So I was too strictly on my boy, but you left the conclusion. So it was the missing part of the story. We all felt like there was more to come, but we are on halfway. So that's the main improvement you need to do, and just work on more body language and voice modulation. So this was just the start. You have more to come. So just keep on these feedbacks, and you will fill the space next time. Thank you.
So here we conclude our first and a great evaluation, but still to away. For that, I would like to call our second evaluator, Toastmaster Githan.
Again, my soulful greetings to each one of you. Toastmaster Kuldeep, really it was wonderful experience to enjoy such an authentic and powerful. The most admirable part of your presentation was that throughout your speech, you look very comfortable, as if you were just pottering around here and there. Your speech, adventure of a life, was very apt with your presentation. It's true that adventure of life gives real meaning to our life. It gives strength and power. Through our speech, you presented many examples of winning and losing. Winners are always admired by the people, society, everyone. And in the same way, the losers are always criticized and neglected by us. It was quite well organized and well-crafted speech. All the three parts were nicely connected with each other. You had good language power, content was very good and powerful. Your tonal quality was very soothing. As a speaker, you are unique for us because of your bestness. Though it was an up to the mark presentation, but to make you a next level speaker, I have few positive feedback for you. Do little hard work on body language and eye contact to create greater rapport with the audience. Use your voice as a tool to make your speech more effective and impressive. Also use the whole of the stage area to make your connectivity great for greater connectivity with the audience. And one last suggestion, take full time for your speech. Actually, we waited that you will give something more powerful thoughts and things to us, but you abruptly close your speech. Anyhow, it was quite a good attempt, I think, and I think you have all the good potentialities of a good speaker. Just think my feedback and try your next speeches on the basis of those feedbacks. And I think in coming days you will prove to be a great speaker. All the best and over to you. Thank you.
So after hearing Melody's evaluation again, let's call our third evaluator. And yes, you guessed it right, it's Toastmaster Chintan.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, especially Toastmaster Jyoti. You warned the audience even before you opened your speech because you started with humor. You added a line after what TMoD said that this was the keyword which you had thought, and we all had a smile. And that's the best way to open a speech, especially when the speech has so much profound wisdom. Great way to open a speech and great improvisation. What I loved about your speech, three things. First, the content of the speech. It was aligned to the speech objective, focus on the positive. It was crafted in a way and delivered in a way that it was easy to follow. The language was not complicated and the story was moving as a narration. Second thing, You incorporated your personal anecdote, and we all connect when someone says something personal. After all, we all are humans and connected with our roots of emotion. Third thing which I loved from your speech is inclusion of wisdom nuggets. You had very great lines like rest of the life to make your best of the life. Then no influence can affect your confidence, which you use right at the end. Now, to prevent you fall in the speech journey, I have a few tips which will rise up your speaking game. The first recommendation is, as I told, it was a narrative story. Try to incorporate storytelling approach. You said, I'm going to tell you my personal experience. You said, I would like to ask you a question. Don't say or don't tell, just show. Directly jump, ask the question. Directly tell the personal experience. So that way you can use lesser words and will have more audience connect. Second thing, I observed that you had unusual stage movement. You were moving your feet here and there, which was not incongruence with your speech. You need to plant your feet as if it's a tree. And when you want to move, you can move and then stand and deliver your topic. Because whenever you are moving involuntarily, unconsciously, it shows the sign of lack of confidence. Third thing, which I would like to say or I would like to challenge, is as per the theme, what our Toastmaster of the day said, that try to work upon tone, your pacing, because you set everything at almost same pace. When you realize something, when you realize the lesson, you could have stopped. Let audience grasp. You asked a question that how many of you know career segmentation, and you did not wait. You could have paused. That would add impact of your speech. Overall, a wonderful speech delivered with easy to follow content, with great wizardry, wisdom nuggets, and narrated personal anecdote. If you work upon the points I just mentioned, you will not fall and rise and rise. Right. So, after a great evaluation of three speakers by a great evaluator, it's time to check whether our evaluators boarded the flight of qualification for voting. For that, we have timer. So I would welcome timer to give the timing report for evaluators.
All the three evaluators are qualified. TM Ravi is at 3 minutes and 6 seconds. TM Gitanjali is at 3 minutes and 3 seconds. And TM Chintan is at 3 minutes and 25 seconds.
Thank you for telling us the timings. And we, some table topic speakers must be wondering that why our evaluation is remaining. How could we conclude the evaluation session? Of course, we haven't concluded the evaluation session. So it's time to call our table topic evaluator, Toastmaster Hiren.
Thank you, General Regulator, my fellow members and guests. Usually table topics are such challenging opportunities that I try to avoid them by skipping my eye contact with the table topic master. But sometimes I take some better challenging job, or sometimes I myself become table topic master, and this time I have done by becoming table topic evaluator. But then Toastmaster of the table topic master Soumya made it so wonderfully that everybody felt so nice coming over here. Nobody was hurried around and everybody was pottering. They were like feeling so comfortable on the stage. I try to evaluate this table topic based on that if this topic would have come to me, what I would be speaking and how differently our table topic speaker has done that. So first our table topic speaker, Toastmaster Kabir, and his topic was Hollywood movie don't have songs, whereas a Bollywood movie has songs. I would have said that it is because we can take a washroom break in between the Bollywood movie. He has nicely stick to the topic. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes songs are not that catchy that we can go around and come back. So that was the Bollywood movie style, but he stick to that point. He mentioned about the good point about Bollywood movies. He mentioned about the even better points about the Hindi movies also. And it was very appreciative that he completely utilized his time over here on the stage. So that was a kudos to table topic speaker Kabir. Table topic speaker Vikram, I actually imagine that I will be speaking about flute, and exactly he also mentioned about the flute. But reason for me was that when I was trying to learn music, I was trying to play harmonium, and my neighbor told that no, you better stick to flute. I thought, is it because a better sound? He says, no, while playing flute, you won't be able to sing. So because like if you play harmonium itself is bad, and then singing is added to that. So that was the reason I was being told. But you remain to your topic. You mentioned about how soothing sound it is, and even the divine sound because it was attached to the Hindu god. So you remain to that true to your topic, and you explained very nicely. Our third guest, Krishna, mentioned about classical or Western. Well, I would say that in isolation, I would like to listen Western because I can dance. Nobody is looking at me. And in audience, I would like to listen to the classical music. But very nicely, she mentioned about that. He mentioned about, Krishna mentioned about the strength that is being given by the classical music. You inherited that from your father. Your father was a harmonium player and your mother was a singer. So you could connect to that topic nicely and you could narrate that very genuinely. Guest Kosha, it is same coincident. I myself was a COVID patient for 2 times and I tried to attach to the music just because I was in isolation. And I started singing at that time also with that Korake songs and all that. Why? Because nobody would bother me. I myself was positive, so nobody would come and at least try to harass me. Very nicely you mentioned your personal story and that connect to the topic. Uh, Toastmaster Neha DTM, you proved that why we made you DTM because topic was one song, hearing many times, and topic didn't come. You started building plot, but with a style, with a grace, with a style of a DTM. You try to speak something else, and while you were speaking something else, back of your mind started drifting towards you to the main topic of your table topic. So this is how we learn from you. You should keep coming to us, Master Neha. Toastmaster Hiranya, whenever you speak, your topic was music and dance. That was your favorite topic. Whenever you speak, I definitely would like to be in audience. Not only as a table topic listener, but even whenever you perform music and dance together. Thank you for doing that. When you are mentioning about this, the tar, I don't want to repeat that. But when you were mentioning about that, our Toastmasters of the day would be delighted having this added information about Bharatnatyam and all that. So it was wonderful, Toastmaster Hiranya. Toastmaster Hitesh, for him, I think the topic was already known to him. And he mentioned about that. But when he mentioned about Gapi, and when he mentioned about that, the divine Hindu song with the three Muslim, it was a new information to me. So thank you very much. I would say that all these table topics were like bowling of Umrah or Muhammad Sami. Very sharp balls were kept coming. But the table topic speakers were not the basement of Sri Lanka or Netherlands. They were like Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma. They played very well. So I applaud to all of you and best wishes to Team India for the World Cup.
So as we are already in the zone of cricket and World Cup, next finale is coming. We also got the visit from our Toastmaster hearing. We all know we are going to win, of course. So let's go to the gems of the meeting, which I call them the gems. The tag team. You all already introduced to the timer. She was frequent on the stage for a report. Let's call our counter. Who keeps the record of the hours and hours? And as a student, we all know, as we always do, right, how much important it is to control hours and hours during the Viva. Because 1 hour will deduct 5 marks from those 20 marks. Do you all agree?
Yes.
So let's welcome our counter. none other than Toastmasters and our. Over to you.
Thank you, General Executive, fellow Toastmaster and guests. I will be presenting the counter report, and the report will be divided into three parts. First, I will mention the difference of our counters, the words which are used very frequently, all of us. Then the best speakers who have used less, less filler words or less words, and later the reports of individual persons who came on stage. The friends of our counters are like the R words were used multiple times. So, but, and. So these words were used by multiple speakers many times. Toastmaster Kuldeep was flawless in his speech, so kudos to him. Chintan had one so, but that's negligible, so kudos to him. Toastmaster Gitanjali as well, 1 hour. Riya had 2 hours. Captain had 3 hours. So Hiren, he had the most stage time, so benefit of doubt for me. So I don't know, I'm sorry for that.
Pain with him.
I always get confused. Really. And of course, I forgot to say, I forgot that I'm made of, I mean, the counters, so I forgot to note this speech. So when you cut out those things, because I didn't note down the any uses, so I assume that he has not used. So those was the range. So he had the maximum stage time, so he had used 4 hours, 1 bell, so many times, 1 like, 1 bud, and 4 times okay. Toastmaster Ravi had 3 hours, so many times, 1 bud. Toastmaster Shika had 3 hours and 1 bud. Toastmaster Jyoti had many times, more than 5 times, 1 so and 3 but. And he used and I many times. This includes the road as the preparing of the architect. Toastmaster Soumya had 2 so and 1 and. Kabir had 2 hours, 2 so, 1 but, and that and yes, the use the syllable. Toastmaster Vikram had 1 hour, 1 but, and were used quite a few times, and that also did. Toastmaster Krishna had 1 hour, 1 so, 1 like, and were used negative. Yes, Krishna. Yes, Kosha had 4 hours, 3 so's and were the and were used. DTM Neha had 5 hours, 2 so, he used like and. Toastmaster Hiranya had 1 hour, 2 so, and then like for used. Toastmaster Yakraj had so more than 5 times. And Toastmaster Hiren had 4 hours, 1 bell, 4 so, and repeatedly and this ends my report and over the.
So after reciting so many times, it's time to call our fashion designer. And you know why? Because a language is a thought of dress. Sorry, a language is a dress of thoughts. Again, you know how much grammar is important. So let's call a grammarian Toastmaster person to design our work. Over to you.
Thank you, Yash. Well, first I will start off with the phrase of the day, usage of the phrase of the day. TM used it 2 times. TM Hiranya used it once, and TM Hire used it once. So, as a grammarian, I was noting down the various non-conventional and conventional usages of grammar. Let me start my report with TM Shikha. He was the first speaker. While describing the neighbor, you said she was very helping. Could be she was very helpful. You said once more worried.
it could be, I was getting more worried. Instead of that, it could be, I was getting more panicky. The neighbors ask where you went, why you went. It could be, why did you go? For commendations, I heard about Vladimir while you were describing maze of the building, how difficult it would be, how easy it would be to get lost in it. TM Kuldeep came next. So your grammar was basically flawless. The good words that you used were proverbial. I loved good old fashioned. That's one of my most favorite phrases. Against all odds, dare I say, despise, for you may have opportunities. These were all the good usages of the language. TM Jyoti. Let's start with the recommendations. I stuck somewhere. I think you inadvertently missed. I was stuck somewhere. I was affected my professional life. It was affecting my professional life. Commendations, good usages of words, stagnant, phrase then and there, and without giving a second thought. These were the good usages of the language. Next comes TM Gitanjali. Do a little hard work. Again, that's nothing unconventional about it, but personally, I feel we can make our way around this word do. If we use something like work a little hard, it would sound more professional. Good usages would be well crafted and up to mark. TM Chintan. You use the word phrase which will rise up. Your better usage would be which will elevate your. You use the word involuntary, it's actually involuntary. Good usages would be profound, crafted, anecdote, nuggets, in congruence with some of the good usages that you did. Timer Ria, flawless. I could not get anything. It was actually a good. You have good grip over grammar. Our counter. Very frequently, all of us. I think you inadvertently missed by. It would be very frequently by all of us. Good usage would be kudos to him. That's a good phrase. TM Udit, flawless. Hitesh, Toastmaster was there. All in all, it was a very good grammar, and I love your lexicon. Some recommendations would be I call it as the so. I think that was inadvertent. I call it the so. As can be missed here. And there was once or twice there was something in the tenses. Handwritings are actually handwriting itself is plural. Maestros create. So if maestros noun is plural, then it has create, not creates. So you can work, I guess, on the tenses. Good usages, as I said, you have great lexicon. So mundane salutations, conversant, analogy, renditions, ardent, braves, adage. These are the word, good word. Coming to the table topics. I started table topic master Soumya. Relatable to me. It could be related to me. Expecting similar answer. Expecting and you said expecting and similar answer. I guess you were going to say expecting an answer, but put similar here. So that and should be expecting a similar answer. TM Kabir, great grammar. So some recommendation 10 to not have. It could be 10 not to have. Just one minute. Apart from that, your grammar was good. TM Vikram, turn on to that video. It could be turn on the video or I turn to that video. Guess Krishna, give me the most strength. It gives me more strength. Sing the song, we play the song is generally the same thing I would like to repeat here. If it is sings, then sorry, if the song is plural, then it is sing. If the song, it is songs. Sorry, if they play the song and he plays the song, you could work on that. Yes, Kosha, again, good grammar. But just one thing, I do aerobatics. It could be I perform aerobatics. performed aerobics. TM Neha flawless, sorry, DTM Neha flawless. TM Hiranya again very good grammar. Just same thing. We do classical dance. We perform classical dance. Generally evaluated TM Yeshraj. Telling us the time, reporting the timings to us. That should be just a bit, I guess. Good usage would be in the zone of to the gens of meeting. Just one more thing. TM Hiren. TM Hiren again very good grip on grammar, but some things like better challenging would be more challenging. He stick to the point. He stuck to the point. Because like when like can be it's not necessary because when you do. I guess that's it. That's my example.
So after Granadian report, only a report left is general evaluators report. So you know the best thing about general evaluator is you can take the revenge from the evaluators. If someone mentioned you said so 5 times, you were missing grammar on 2 points. Now here's my turn. We should really note down the R's, and so that we could improve on. So let's start with the beginning of the meeting. Arsa, Toastmaster को देता है. We started mimicking our old storytelling message. And we started with the theme, like different types of good morning and everything in a melodious way. And just a commendation would be by heart permission. It's like the pledge we used to recite in school, even though we didn't by heart it yet. But the mission is somewhat 4 lines. We could by heart it is. Then moving towards our presiding officer, Toastmaster Jyoti, started with a great story of Diwali. We could connect, and even I could remember the sweets which I ate during the festival. And you also took the intro. Yes. Recommendation that even time you are and it's a first impression, it might not be as great as when you are late. Then TMoD. So you remind me of the thought. Success is not the key to happiness, but happiness is the key to success. And it well settles with our theme, happiness. And you ask about the song of each and individual members, and you even ask the reason, and you mentioned them very well with that point. It was highlighted very well. And we were going, and it even reminded me about my old is gold playlist. For that. And you establish a good connection by saying good morning in different ways, mentioning all the ragas and so much details. And you played the role of driver of the meeting very well and driving the car of meeting towards the theme very perfectly. When you were explaining the soul, just raise the hand if you could connect with me that I was able to hear tap, and music when he was explaining the soul. Was anyone else? Yeah, I'm not alone in the room. Thank you. So there were so many good things you mentioned. It's impossible to mention them all in 2 minutes, but I hope everyone remembers them for now. Then moving towards book of the week. It was given by our Toastmaster Kuldev. He explained the outline so well, only the main small stories which are mentioned were missing. So we could evenly recall and we will definitely read that book. Then moving to our tag team. It again reminds me of a thought. We can't undo our past, but we can definitely plan our next move. So a timer here gave the report, good explanation with perfect cards. In starting, I felt like I was in a football field when she mentioned, I will give you the green card, yellow card, and red card. But again, it was flawless with perfect timing and good transition. Then moving towards our counter, where I decided 5 souls. It was given by our Toastmaster Janardhan. Good explanation of rules with reasons and ask and even give tips to avoid it. The best structure with explanation I saw for the first time, like synonyms which were used frequently, then also record of clutch words and even personalized report. Just the thing was you could also give suggestions with personalized report. Like if someone was lacking in confidence or maybe stage movement or he was uncomfortable on stage, there could be some suggestion that be open, take a breath, take a pause. Just a small thing, but it would improve your report to an extent. Then a grammarian, where I did two mistakes. Ex- explain, excellent explanation. I don't know why I'm fumbling. I am sober. I don't know.
Recommendations to grammarians.
Yeah. I think he has done some magic. I am already fumbling. So I will mention only the good thing. He introduced the word of the day and phrase of the day very nice with uses of sentences as well. And when you are mentioning the viewed usages of grammar, to do it with a pause, like word one, pause, then word two, pause. So you audience would grab that positivityness in the word. You started, but grab the attention by mentioning who used word of the day and phrase of the day, which is a great. Then we move forward to our evaluators. Evaluator one was Toastmaster Ravi. Great explanation with good pathway and explaining the title with timing as well. And you started the report with congratulations, which is a very great thing. And sprinkle the humor for connect with your own story. And mention both good and area of improvement. But just a small suggestion could be ask a bit to the audience as well. That did you felt the same way as I felt? So it could connect the audience as well with the speaker. Second, Toastmaster Gitanjali. I don't think I need to mention anything, as we all know how seasoned Toastmaster she is. So just what I could observe was perfect explanation of pathway and purpose and narrated title in a great way, and even gave a tip to be calm on the stage, which I think he should incorporate. Just to mention timer, I think the timing is 4 to 5 minutes. Am I crossing that? I'm so sorry. I will just summarize it quickly. My bad. So everything was great. I couldn't find any suggestions. So table topic master Soumya, if you were great, you mentioned the topic and connected them with the theme, which was a very great thing. Should I summarize the report? So let's go to the general thing, which was agenda board. Everything was great. Photos were taken by our impromptu photographer, Dabbu Ratnani Light, Toastmaster Kabir. Started on time, and just the last thing, while I was having the agenda, I was marking all the things which were on time, and congratulations, it's full marks, everything was on time. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yatraj, for such a comprehensive report. I must say he has noted every single detail and gave a very good report supported by all the members of the evaluation team. I would take a moment to thank Toastmaster Chintan. He took an extra role which I brought today to note down the point. Moving towards the conclusion of the theme, healing to happiness. So two is the smallest letter, so smallest word here, but it's very important. So it's not like that if you have 170, 180 blood pressure and you listen to Ram Marvam for 3 hours and blood pressure is gone. There is a therapy and it takes time. If you believe, it can work. Let me come to the conclusion with a very small short story again, which connects to the previous story about music can do magic. I didn't name the singer who progress in singing was such that the flowers bloom. There was another instance when this singer sang Rag Deepak in the kingdom of King Akbar. This was during Mughal reign. The singer was none other than Sangeet Samrat Tanse. Now it so happened that Rag Deepak is a rag which if sung with pure notes and heart, it lifts up the lungs. But it in the process it brings in heat into the body. And there is only one antidote which can cure this body heat, which is if somebody sings Rag Malhar with the same pure notes. Samrat Tanses, who was moving across the country to find somebody who can sing this Rag Malhar with purity, he could only find in the Vadnagar city of Gujarat, where two sisters, Tana and Riri, were such pure singers. King Akbar told them to come to the court and sing. They refused. They said, we will sing only in front of God, and Samrat Tansen can be pure, but he needs to come here. The entire flock, along with the general of King Akbar, General Amjad Khan, came to the Vadnagar city. Both the sisters delivered Rag Nirmala, and it was pouring in, not in the monsoon season, it was in summers. Samrat Tansen was cured. So it's about the feeling which is generated by the music, Indian classical music, which is taking you from healing to happiness, but the happiness will be translated by whatever you are doing or listening only if there is purity. Lastly, to conclude the theme, I find happiness in my favorite raga, Rag Yaman Kalyan, you may call it. It's the rag which we talked earlier, demonstrate the calmness, the peaceful. It's a raga which is played in the second prahar of night, which is the second slot of night. It's in the late evening it is played. And I can go on and so forth for this raga. I fall short of words, but I would request presiding officer's permission and your permission to take a minute more to demonstrate this raga, and request you all to connect with me. 30 seconds. May I?
Yes.
Somebody mentioned about flute today, and if we do not devote something without words, it will be incomplete in my view. Here's Rag Yaman Kalyan today. If you wish to, you can close your eyes. Now, may I request the presiding officer to come on the stage for the award ceremony?
Yeah, thank you so much for the wonderful team. We were into the team, and the conclusion was very, very good. We are short of time, so we proceed with the award presentation.
So, best prepared speaker for the day.
TM Jatha. Best supporting role player, TM Vatsal. Table topic speaker, TMoD. Where is the TMoD? Best role player, TMoD.
We have one minute.
Okay. I would like to request the guests and all of you to, and like to thank all of you for attending the meeting. And please be there on time, next time, so we can have time to introduce you. And thank you so much for, let's hope, and I'm sure India will bring World Cup today. So let's gonna enjoy the World Cup match and let's play for the country. Beautiful and hopeful. Thank you so much.